How many achievements can you get with the press of a single button? Here's what I mean. Imagine you spawn into a world, and your friend set something up for you, and all you have to do is press a button. How many achievements can you get without any more inputs? First off, there's a decent amount of achievements you can get just by having something in your inventory. That's pretty good. I'm also going to want to get post-mortal from using a totem, so I'm going to make sure to put that in my first inventory slot. Alright, I've added some things and it's already looking kinda crazy. That's not supposed to happen. Oh, this is also supposed to be in my main hand. So there's some improvements that can be made. I was supposed to get caves and cliffs right here as well for falling from world height. I don't know why that didn't happen. So what I've got here is the wall of achievements. And I've divided them into a few categories. These are all achievements you get just by picking up items, which I've already figured out how to get just from this thing right here. All of these you get from going somewhere in some way. We'll work on these individually later. And all of these are just kind of miscellaneous ones. Some of these I'm not even sure if you can get, like Oh Shiny, War Pigs, Free the End, and the End Again. I don't know if any of those are possible. But Beaconator and Bring Home the Beacon, I have figured out. Just with this little thing right here. You can power it on with redstone and it gives you the achievements. And that's just wired up to the button. So the next ones I'm working on take you way up here to all of these shulkers so that they'll keep hitting you and you'll float up and get great view from up here, which is from getting hit up 50 blocks by shulkers. And then I want to fall down here all the way down to the bottom of the world so that I can get caves and cliffs and post-mortal too if I have a totem of undying. But I don't think these guys alone will be able to push the player, so maybe I have to do something like this and add water. Alright, let's see how this works. Alright, so there's great view from up here. Uh-oh, uh-oh. So that's not good. I think I was probably pretty close. So maybe I'll just add an extra shulker in here. Hopefully that'll fix the issue. Alright, let's pick up from here. Okay, that's good. Oh, this just holds me in place. I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, and they're just gonna keep hitting me, aren't they? Alright, what if I stop the water right there? Oh, if they hit me, they'll knock me off course. The problem is this is build height, so I can't put any more walls up here. Maybe I just don't need these guys. Maybe I just put another one right in here. Let's see how that works. No, don't hit me, no. Oh. Alright. Yeah, now they can't see me. That worked perfectly. Alright, that means I can check off this one, and this one. There's a few more I think I can get as soon as I press the button. One of those I think I can get is hired help. Because these guys can be made using redstone, and I just have to be near it to get the achievement, so there we go. Let's check that off. Crafters Crafting Crafters is another one I can get. So that will give me that achievement too. Another one I want to get is Withering Heights, which is when a wither spawns near you. But that kind of scares me, because I don't want it to destroy all this stuff. So I'm going to do some testing real quick. Alright, if I spawn a wither in a little cage like this, will it be able to break out? It doesn't look like it. That's really good news. Clearly I stand corrected. The wither fight's easy. I don't know what everybody complains about. Just use commands to kill it. So the good news about the wither achievement is you only have to be within 100 blocks of it. So maybe if I just spawn the wither in really far away, it just won't bother me. But I'll deal with that later. Alright, for now I want to figure out what I want to do after I fall. Alright, so what I've got here is a tripwire hook that'll trigger. Let's drop a bucket of water. I'm going to give it a little bit of a delay so that the water doesn't save me. Because if it did, it would stop me from getting post-mortal, so... Now it takes a minute, and the water's just gonna bring me to wherever I can get the next achievement. So next I'm gonna go back up to the surface, because there's a lot of achievements. What was that? Because there's a lot of achievements I need to get just from putting the player in random places, and I think the surface just looks nicer. Alright, so now that we're back up at the surface, there's another achievement that I want to get that I built right here, the setup for, which is Sticky Situation. So you just slide down some honey blocks. And there you go. You need these things to align you, to sort of sandwich you between the honey blocks and this, otherwise you'll go too far and you won't actually slide down. Another one done. I'm also going to use this as an opportunity to get light as a feather for standing on powdered snow. Sorry, light as a rabbit for standing on powdered snow with leather boots. And I'll use the same tripwire hook and string setup I used earlier to replace this with water. Alright, I've added more. So after you slide down the honey and sit on the powdered snow, I have you fall down here and launch back up. Sometimes it doesn't work, but it'll work on the second try. And then what I have right here is a setup for Surge Protector, which is to have a lightning rod get struck by lightning, and for a villager to be near it and not get turned into a witch, which happens when they get struck by lightning. So we could just sit here and wait for a thunderstorm to happen. But I don't think anyone wants to do that. So I'm just going to use a command block to set the weather to thunder. And I'll probably end up doing a lot of things like this in the future. So I just want to make it clear that I'll never do something that isn't possible in survival mode, but just maybe tedious and would take too long. With that being said, we just sit here and wait. There we go. So now we can check 2 more off the list. There's a few more Overworld. Alright, there's a few more Overworld achievements I want to get, like Minecraft Trials Edition, which you get just for going to a trial... What is it called? A trial chamber. So the closest one is... Alright, here we go, I found it. So this is one of those achievements that's doable in Survival Edition, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to build a water pathway all the way over here. So I'll probably just make a command block to teleport me here. And I'll just put the command block here. So this is what this looks like. I think I teleported myself to the wrong place. There we go, that works. So I built some things here, but before we go to the Nether, as I've subtly foreshadowed, there's one last Overworld achievement I want to get, which would be Adventuring Time, which you get for going to every single biome. And like I said, I don't want to build the water pathways for that. And I also don't want to teleport myself to all those places. So instead, I'm just gonna... So that should... Nice. Now I can explain what this is. So this just takes me through the Nether portal. But eventually an item's gonna pop out of there. And it didn't work. Cool. Let me try this again. There we go, that worked. Let me explain what's happening here. When I go through this tripwire hook, it will eventually fire this dispenser. And when I come through here, the item eventually comes through the portal as well and gets picked up by this little system down here. And when it detects an item's been picked up, it triggers this to break the portal, and this piston with a slime block on it to send me flying through here. Because there's no easy way to make a player detector, so this is what I'm doing. But it kind of looks like it's not working right now. Sometimes you have to send an item through to load the ticks on the other side. I don't know. Something weird's happening. So now that I'm in the Nether, I can't use those water highways, so I have to use these ice pathways. And I'm gonna use sticky pistons like this to push me around. So to move around the Nether, it'll look something like this. Maybe not that. Alright, here we go. That's what my highways look like. So with that, I can check off Adventuring Time. We need to go deeper. And I've already gotten Minecraft Trials Edition. Alright, so once we're in the Nether, there's a few achievements we can get. And that takes me to another fortress. So that's another one down. A few others I can get that way are Hot Tourist Destination, and those were the days, for going through all the Nether biomes, and for going to a bastion. Some of the biomes and structures are a little far away, so I think I'll probably just end up using commands for those. Now from the bastion, I'm going to teleport myself to a Crimson Forest, and from there a Basalt Delta, and then from here a Soul Sand Valley, and then from here a Warped Forest, and then from here a Warped Forest. So all in a row, that should look something like this. No. Why? Why did that happen? Why did you do that? Why did this one not go off? Alright, there are a few issues there. Okay, now I can show you what it'll look like. Really? Why? Why are you still having issues? Alright, I fixed all the command block issues. This is what it looks like. You're kidding me. Why? This is it. It has to work now. And I don't think I was even in those biomes long enough for it to register. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna replace this with a command block that just gives me the hot tourist destination achievement, because this is not working. There we go, that works. Now before we leave the Nether, there's a few more achievements I want to look at. Okay, I'm not really sure why I added war pigs on here, because to get it you have to open a chest, and I can't do that. Oh Shiny does interest me because you get it for distracting a piglin with gold, and I think that might be possible without. So if I dispense some gold right here, and I summon a piglin, but it goes for the gold. Oh. It doesn't get me the achievement. Oh, wait a minute. I am on peaceful. What if I change it to normal? No, that still didn't work. Alright. So I'm gonna say that one is not possible. Which means the only one left is Subspace Bubble, which you get for traveling a long distance in the Nether, and then coming out another portal. And I believe this achievement is possible just by going through a portal in the Bastion. No, it looks like we didn't travel far enough. So I might have to do another teleport. Something like this. Uh-oh. That does work. So now that I'm back in the overworld, it seems like the next best step is to go to the end. By the way, this checks off another achievement. So the next place we need to go is the stronghold. Oh, here's a trial chamber. So I'll probably teleport the player right here to give easy access to the end. And all we have to do is put the water right here, and we go right in. Alright, so this teleports me right here, which sends me to the end. So that means we can knock out I Spy and the end. Okay, so now that we're in the end, there's a few things I want to try. First off, can a dispenser? 1 second, this is gonna be annoying. I missed. Why do I keep missing? Alright, you know what? Perfect. Now what I'm trying to find out is, can these dispense end crystals? It doesn't look like it. Alright. So it looks like this one isn't possible. And to get this one, you have to actually hit the dragon, which also isn't possible. So those are two more that we can't do. But these we can do. Using a bedrock breaking glitch, we can break the bedrock around this thing. And then we can just send the player through using water. Okay, I did some path building. And all of this water leads you around here over to this bubble elevator, which brings you up to the end gateway. Which spawns you right here. And there are no end cities within render distance. What if I crank it up? Anything? Oh, there's one. I'm still not building a water path all the way there. I'm just gonna use command blocks. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's look at what that does for our checklist. That gets us the city at the end of the game and remote getaway, which finishes both of these tabs off. And I'm gonna be honest, Uneasy Alliance, I'm pretty sure you also have to kill the ghast in the overworld, which means you cannot get this without any player inputs, meaning there's only 2 more. And finally, right here we have the setup for the last 2 achievements. But I'm not going to show you them right now. I'm going to go make sure everything's set up and show you the whole thing all at once. I'll see you there. Alright, this is, hopefully, for the last time, how many achievements you can get with the press of a single button. We're off. Now the boring part. This part takes forever. Oh no! I have to do the whole thing all over again. What? There's a guy in the wrong spot. That's fine. Let's just go right past it. Alright, now I fall. Post-mortal and caves and cliffs. Back up we go. Sticky situation. Light as a rabbit. Who needs rockets? Surge protector. Oh, I changed. Cheater alert, that was an input. Alright, I guess I did kinda cheat, and by kinda cheat, I mean very much cheat, because I threw an item, and that goes against the spirit of this challenge. So, to make it up for you, I'm gonna show you what I could have done to actually make it work. It would have actually been really easy if I just had a clock like this dispensing items, it would have kept the chunks on the other side of the portal loaded, and the item would have eventually gone through and set off the system. Sorry I didn't do that for the full run. I'm kinda lazy and didn't want to put that in, but enjoy the rest of it. Remote getaway. City at the end of the game. Withering Heights. And a furious cocktail. That's it? That's all of them? Oh my god, this is chaos. Alright, you can't see me, but thank you all so much for watching. That was a lot. That took a long time. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna fall. Oh, but slowly, because I got slow falling. That was really cool. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Oh, by the way, the final count was 41.